So is it true that a friend of yours gifted you or purchased you a cinematography
Oh
class
yeah.
at UCLA?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I haven't emailed him for a while, but when I graduated LMU, I got a job working in for AOL Time Warner. I was a temp, I had to like graduate, get some money, and I got a temp job through a friend. And I had to input, like, you remember when AOL had banners? Like it was the early
Yeah,
stages, and the banners would pop up all over the place, like on the sides and the top. And it would be
I miss
like,
AOL.
right, like buy this car, buy this Honda. I used to put
Right.
together spreadsheets for those banners and support someone who was doing auto sales online. Um, so I had a cubicle, I had a desk, and I would do that. I would input all the stuff and, a nice little paycheck. And I just started to be interested in cinematography. And I remember telling him, and his father owned ELS, which is one of the biggest lighting companies that works with the premieres or big events around Los Angeles. So there's like this weird through
Mhm.
line. And he's like, you know what? And then on the side, he's like, you know what? I'll help you buy that class. Like I looked into a night class. So when I would get off work, I would go to UCLA for the cinematography class. It was like a little semester class. And I would learn
Mhm.
what being a DP meant. I did the class, I loved it. And then I decided to quit. And he got me a job working at ELS to help lay the red carpet and put up the lights for the premieres. So I did like Mission Impossible, Devil Wears Prada. You were on the night shift. So I don't know if you've been to a premiere a little early, but you see people crawling around, taping up the carpet, putting the lights up.
Totally.
I did that.
Because I'm the DJ that they'll hire sometimes for events.
Oh, yes, of course.
So I'll have to be there early to
Early.
set up. And I'm very much familiar with, like, I love how the sausage is made in
Yeah.
any, thing that I go to. So,
Yeah.
wow. So you, as much, I will say that oftentimes when I'm metaphorically describing what I think the roots role is in music, like oftentimes pioneers are the people that might lay out the lay of the land, roll the red carpet, set everything up, and the second person that comes is the person that really benefits
Mm.
and gets
Yes.
the accolades. And to me, the most fascinating thing about being at 30 Rock, be it like SNL or The Tonight Show or the other shows shot there, is that you're just inside the ecosystem of watching them build
Yes.
and create constantly. Um, so okay, well, that's what I wanted to know. Was the desired destination always cinematography? Um, and I ask this because, had I had a redo and, my passion for film started at the age of 5 and onward, I probably would have wanted to be an editor. Like I'm in
Mm.
love with Thelma Schumacher, like well, just with making music, and even now, like I probably micromanage my editors more than anything
Hmm.
because all my editing has to be in a specific rhythm, as if it were a DJ gig. Like everything I do is like a DJ gig. But for you, is the end game to be director producer, or a couple steps before the top of the penthouse? Is that your comfort zone?
No, I mean, my comfort zone is definitely where I'm at. I mean, I get asked a lot, I think being a female DP at this level, because there aren't that many of us shooting this level of film
Hmm.
historically. So the question comes up a lot, well, are you interested in directing? And I think why that is because you get to a point on set where you're very versed in how a set's run. You're next to the director all the time. I work with, I do the big budget films with a lot of VFX. So they always just imagine, okay, well, you must be interested in directing now, and I think it's an interesting thing because I've now gotten to the point in my career where you're you've worked so hard as a female DP to be able to do those things, and then now they're already trying to like ask you to go this direction. So I hear that question a lot, but I'm so I think passionate about the way things are shot and lighting that I could never give that up. right? So it's easy for me to position myself. And Ryan's like, "Hey, do you want to do this Rihanna video?" That's up my alley because it's music related, it's beauty related. I get to work one on one with uh, a star and make them look beautiful and to make them feel comfortable. But no, I think I'm lucky to have found a partner in Ryan because we have similar tastes and we like the same things and I understand him really well. But
Hmm.
to do his job, like it is a very, very difficult position to be in, as you know. I I don't have a story that's like so in my bones that I have to tell, and only I'm the only one that can tell it. Not yet. Maybe in the future there is something that only I can tell as a director. But I really do enjoy supporting him and the other directors I work with because, um, as you know, it's a very complex job, um, like to do everything.
Okay, so I have two follow-up questions to
Yeah.
that. Well, number one, you mentioned Rihanna's "Lift Me Up" video.
Mhm.
Um, what was the creative decision behind doing that handheld
Mm.
as opposed to Crane and this
Yeah.
this Rihanna like that? I feel like every director has their Lawrence of Arabia dream of like or Citizen Kane, like the sprawling opening scene thing.
Mm.
And handheld is more of a raw, personal, intimate things. But what was your decision behind shooting it that way?
Yeah, we had a crane that we used, the if you the opening is a water shot. We shot some more stuff that I didn't use with the like wide shots of the water before we went into intimate stuff. So that was done on a crane to kind of crawl over the sand. But I mean, I came up in indies. I came up shooting music videos, fashion films that didn't have any money. So when you have a camera in your hands and it is an extension of yourself and your point of view, that's how you learn to find where the camera needs to be, right? And so I'm very much an operator. I've operated most of my films, all the stuff that I do. So when I'm having to, be in a situation where light is falling quickly, I want to be with her. I want her to move freely and do what she wants, but I also want to capture and get the right shots. Then you want to take as much control as you can, right? I don't want to worry about it being on a dolly and moving the dolly. Then I have to worry about the dolly grip. Then I have to worry about all this stuff. So I put it in my hands, so I have the most control, and I'm most intimate with her. Similar to Last Showgirl, with Pamela, like being close to the woman so you can move with her and find her beauty easily.